Hello, my name is Michael Rhodes, and this is the fourth in my small series of short videos. And I'm talking about metaphysics. What is metaphysics, you might ask? Metaphysics is the spirit of the physical. It's the unseen, the unrealized. In other words, we see the physical form, and we assume, like we see a person, we see a dog, we see a tree, and we get very much involved with the physical form. Understandably, that's what our eyes see. But our eyes see only about 1% of all it is. And so what is it that eyes do not see? And that is a metaphysical, beyond the physical. Really, that's what it means. And when you see a person, you see that body, but that's not who they are. You're simply seeing who they appear to be. In other words, consciousness draws to itself physical form through which to express. Now, the expression is consciousness. We don't see the consciousness, we see the physical form. And I could follow on that for another hour talking about that, but that's not really what I'm here to talk about. So we get caught up in the physical form. We don't see the consciousness of that people, although they express the consciousness in their behavior, in the way they are, in their personality. That's all expressing the consciousness. But we don't see that. We only see the expression. So now on this planet we have something called the COVID-19 disease. So what is a disease? Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because when you get the great masses of people, you get a lot of negative thinking. You get a lot of impatience. A lot of this is born in a city. Now, in no way is this a criticism or a judgment. But cities are full of people who are very, very busy. They're doing their thing. And they don't like it if you tread on their feet, for instance. They don't mind treading on yours, but they don't like to be trodden on. And then they get impatient. And so a lot of those people start their day not well at all, because they don't like the job they're doing. And so the city is a vast conglomeration of millions of people who are not really enjoying their day, who are not really enjoying their life. There are moments they enjoy it very much. They need a lot of entertainment to take them out of the moment into something that's something they enjoy. And this is all okay. I like entertainment. I love movies. I'm happy with them. But nevertheless, in there is this vast physical, metaphysical energy that is not, let's say it's full of discord. It's edgy. It easily becomes volatile. It easily moves from being okay into anger. And so in the cities, if you talk to shop people who work in the shops, they will tell you so many people are snappy and nasty. And so you get this vast metaphysical energy, and it's full of discord. And gradually, as they go through their lives, the discord grows into a state that I call out of harmony. Out of harmony with what? Out of harmony with nature. Out of harmony with life. Out of harmony with balance. Imbalanced. And so out of harmony, another word we have for out of harmony is dis-ease. Out of ease, out of harmony. Dis-ease means out of harmony. And so then something comes along like a flu virus or something like that, or a bacteria, and it reaches the bodies of these people and all have a common energy. Because when you're not liking yourself, when you're criticizing other people, if I criticize you, I'm criticizing me, because consciousness sees no separation between us. And most people today are critical of themselves and other people. And so if I'm criticizing you, I'm creating a lower and lower energy in me. And dis-ease comes into low energy. And dis-ease does not see a million people. It just sees one state of consciousness, like one cloud. And as it moves into, or one lake or ocean, and as it moves into that ocean, suddenly it infects the whole lot, because it isn't individual people, it is one metaphysical state of consciousness. And dis-ease, in fact, although you can see a lot of it under a microscope, also has its metaphysical aspect. And so dis-ease comes in and spreads everywhere they're out of harmony. Every person. Not every person, because some have a natural resilience. And some are not as bad as they seem. We're all different. And yet, there's this incredible similarity. We're all one energy. We're all consciousness that draws the form. And when you're incredibly critical, gradually you bring discord into the cells of your body. And gradually your cells become more and more toxic. And at a certain toxicity, they attract this dis-ease. The viruses are in your body beforehand. Every one of us is filled. Your immune system is based in having viruses in your body. And so as this dis-ease spreads in your body, the body, to save itself, it wants to take out the toxins out of the cells of your body. And so you get something like, you begin to get a heavy cold, you begin to get flu. And you begin, in fact, not to create toxin, but to detox. Unfortunately, consciousness does not see us as individuals, and so for many people that toxic overload is so great that it kills a body and taking away the toxin, because there is no one body. That's the whole thing of metaphysics. There isn't that single body, even if it happens to have your personality. It is not a single body. Consciousness does not work that way, nor does metaphysics. And we, like it or not, believe it or not, nevertheless, this is the way it works. And so it spreads through people. Now, if in the middle of this, you're in harmony, you can walk through rooms of these people filled with their viruses and their diseases. You won't get it. Just the same as when people had leprosy and were put on the islands in Europe in the Middle Ages. Many of the helpers who went to them, history records, they spent 20 years with the lepers because they loved them. They saw them as humans suffering, and they loved them, and they never caught leprosy. And there are so many cases of this that have been recorded, and history's recorded them. Why did they not catch leprosy? Because they were full of love for these unfortunate people. They were prepared to spend their life there, aiding and helping them. Love is the key to your immune system. When you're loving yourself and loving your life, loving who you live with and loving what you're doing, your immune system comes into being a powerhouse. And that's the way you don't catch disease, because you're in harmony. Love brings you into balance, it brings you into harmony, it brings you into the power of life, which is your natural home.